Let's get you more detail from our top story. Anti-apartheid activist Essop Pahad will be laid to rest this afternoon. In accordance with Muslim burial rites, Pahad passed away in his sleep in the early hours of this morning at the age of 84. Newzroom Afrika's Juniour Khumalo is at the West Park Cemetery and he joins us now. And Juniour, this will be his final resting place in this realm, at least.
Hi, Dudu. Yes, we are at the West Park Cemetery in Johannesburg, where the former minister in the presidency, Essop Pahad, is expected to be laid to rest this afternoon. As you can see behind me, there are a few delays in terms of the tent being set up right now. But with me right now is the ANC executive member, Ms. Phoebe Potgieter. Ma'am, thank you so much for joining us. Could you please tell us about your relationship with the late minister in the presidency?
Firstly, our condolences to Mamek and the family and children, and also to all the comrades and colleagues that worked with Dr. Essop Pahad. I met Dr. Pahad in 1989 as a student at UWC. We were part of a student group that went to London, and we met with a delegation from the ANC that included Dr. Essop Pahad and Comrade Wally Serote. And of course, after 1990, he was part of the interim leadership core of the South African Communist Party that then had to relaunch the party. At the time, he was a member of the CC of the party. And then after 1994, we worked very closely with him because he was also, 1999 a member of Parliament, and then 1999 as minister in the presidency responsible for youth affairs amongst other things, and I was at the Youth League at the time. So he was very supportive of the agenda of youth development, but I think more generally part of a very dedicated person, hardworking, very forthright. He told things as it is, but always in a spirit of building.
Oh, yes. You've spoken a lot about what he has done. How do you think he's going to be remembered after his passing?
Well, I think that one of there's a couple of things. One of them is the fact that when he was minister in the presidency, he was also responsible for communications. So the government communication information services, as we know it today, is part of those of his legacy. Him, Joel Netshitenze, Comrade Abba Omar, and others. So I certainly think that the communications architecture of the country, but also he was part of the 2010 FIFA bid committee that advocated and lobbied for South Africa to win the 2010 Football World Cup. And then another important project that he worked on was working with the Republic of Mali around the preservation of the Timbuktu manuscript, which is it's an incredible legacy of the African continent. And Dr. Pahad, on behalf of the presidency, was spearheading that project. Then he also, after he retired from government, he also, was editor of The Thinker. He continued to contribute towards national debate. And I think that he will be remembered as somebody that was passionate about freedom, that was passionate about South Africa, and he was a true patriot and a servant of the people.
As part of today's programs, which of the ANC leaders can we expect to attend this service today?
Well, it's an official funeral, as declared by the acting president. But the first part, where which the family usually is the family part, we can expect the colleagues that have served with him, Comrade Geraldine Fraser Moleketi, Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma. The Deputy President of the Republic will do the eulogy on behalf of government. The Premier of Gauteng, Comrade Panyaza Lesufi, Comrade Nomvula Mokanyane, the Deputy Secretary General. I think that there will be quite a lot of colleagues from the ANC, but I think more generally colleagues and comrades that have worked with Comrade Pahad over his 84 years. He started being active in politics when he was very young, left into exile at the age of 25 after being banned together with his brother Aziz Pahad for 6 years. So we should expect a lot of former colleagues, comrades, but also his family, to mourn together with his family and also celebrate his life.
Thank you so much, Dudu. That was the ANC NEC member, Phoebe Potita, who was just giving us a rundown of who is going to be in attendance today as the former minister in the presidency is being laid to rest.
Thank you very much, Juniour Khumalo at the West Park Cemetery in Johannesburg. We'll touch base with you a little bit later on. Ziyanda Ngcobo is also at the Johannesburg home of the late Pahad. She'll continue to reflect on some of those who have gathered to pay their last respects.